Activation code required. Access granted. Warning. Evacuation sequence activated.
Paranormal bunker. You'll come on down and join Nikki, Robert, Kayla, and Cole. Wednesdays at 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Sit with us as we traverse the portals of the universe. Let loose the secrets of the cryptids. Make haste with the truth of conspiracy. And explore the hauntings of our world. And once again, welcome to the S4 Paranormal Bunker.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of the S4 Paranormal Bunker Radio. How is everyone doing tonight?
Excellent, thanks for asking.
Surviving migraines. I'm fortunate I'm here, and I'm very thankful. So,
Yeah,
but really hard to be here.
I am sorry that you're going through that. That sucks.
Yeah, it does, actually. Especially the rare kind. But anyway, on to better things.
Maybe. You don't know what I'm going to talk about.
Well, I wrote stuff down from last week, but I don't know. It might have changed since then.
Friend.
Oh, mercy. Yes? What were you going to say?
We are an adult show.
Well, yeah.
I heard a new joke.
Are we adults?
Well, we're not adults. That's where we're going here.
I guess so.
We are an explicit show. We'll put it that way.
Yes.
I have a question for you guys.
Oh, God. Here we go. What's that?
How much lube is needed for anal sex?
Oh, dear God.
Anyone know?
How much is needed?
Buttloads.
Could see that one coming a mile away, Cole. Ooh, maybe not.
Most women couldn't.
That sounds a bit like one I heard last night. How many people went down on the Titanic?
Oh, that's bad. Oh my God.
A boatload.
Ow. Ow.
I'm gonna keep my jokes to myself. Mine are a little too explicit.
Yeah, I think I will too. That could get dangerous, Kayla, between you and I with our oh no, hell, all four of us. What the heck am I talking about?
Well, I feel like, okay, I wanted to start this one off with a joke because this one's going to be a little bit of a heavy topic, even though it's not going to seem like it, because over the next few years, I think this is going to become one of the heaviest topics we are going to have on Earth. But to begin with,
what's the point?
Just freaking week. First of all, happy Canada Day, happy 4th of July to all the Americans.
Yep.
Have fun. Be safe, friend. I just saw a new firework that really scares the hell out of me. They built one that actually, a mortar that actually lasts long enough to hit the ground again before it explodes.
Oh,
Friend,
holy shit.
and it's made that way. Friend, and I don't know about anywhere else, but right now we are kind of surrounded by fire. Friend,
That's
to the
frightening,
people,
Cole.
to the people in Winthrop and Lake Chelan,
Yeah.
I really hope you guys are all okay.
Yeah, definitely.
It's insane what is going on here already, and we are having the weirdest freaking weather again. Like, it's not even that hot right now.
64 today here, or thereabouts.
Well, and Nikki, you know how big Rockport is.
Yeah.
It had a thunderstorm form just over the town.
Just Rockport. Everywhere else was totally fine, but Rockport
That was
had a
what
thunderstorm.
lit that fire on Sauk Mountain, which they got contained immediately the next morning.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah, I heard about that.
Like, it was literally, it didn't move. The storm didn't move. It sat there, rained, stopped, dissipated. Friend.
That's a little too convenient, although in this case, it's very thankful.
Well, that is the very tip of the convergence zone.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
It is actually
that's
like
a tiny town.
And it does happen.
Yeah, I know.
Friend.
It does happen up there because I've experienced it myself.
Yeah. Friend. So, like,
It's
I
weird.
don't think it's anything nefarious or anything going
No.
on. I think it's just, well,
it's just weirdness.
It depends on your view on God. If you think he's nefarious, he might be some days. Friend. Or, I don't know. I don't want to say childish. That doesn't seem right. What's the other word for that?
What?
The other word for what? Nefarious?
Like, no, like a prankster. But like a childish prankster?
Jokester?
I didn't
11-year-old. What was it you just said, Robert?
I said it's Loki.
Oh, Loki.
Yeah, yeah.
All
I was thinking
Storm Riders. I said, "Ooh, look at this place."
Mischievous.
Like,
yeah, mischievous is good. I was thinking 11-year-old boy who likes to 9 to 11-year-old boy.
Whoa. First of all,
yeah,
I know a lot of girls
that were that way too.
Yeah, like.
Oh.
Let's see. We got.
Friend, me and my brother had a girl bully. Okay.
Yeah, so did I. Oh, good.
Okay.
8 years old. That was not fun.
Well, we learned how to drink and became friends.
Yeah, mine didn't last that long.
Trickster. Jokester. Mischief maker. Little scamp.
Little scamp. There, God's a little scamp. There we go.
Failed stand-up comedian.
Oh,
yeah, that too.
Friend.
I'm pretty sure he sits down sometimes though. So.
Yeah, he's pretty awesome in a lot of ways.
Friend. Yeah, he does some weird shit. Not gonna lie. And it makes sense.
Or allows.
We are made in his image.
So, allows.
That's better than telling me sitting down.
Well, that's according to some people's viewpoints. I mean, we've all come across people who do not believe in God and believe in other things, and so yeah, that's a wide range topic.
Right up in here. Okay. So what?
In my view, the spaghetti monster is still God. Friend.
And that whole creating in the image thing makes way more sense with you now.
The birds that aren't real, they're not God. But, friend.
No, those are man-made. The ones that are actually out there, those are freaking man-made. However, all birds, or almost all birds, are real. God. Hello. It was, yeah. Oh, don't get me started on that one. Now that was a hummer of a humdinger of a behemoth. Oh man, I can't believe multimillionaire did what he wanted to do.
Well, someone's trying to redo it again. Just so you know.
Oh, son of a diddly! No, really?
Yeah,
I think this one's coming from a trillionaire, though.
friend.
Oh yeah, that wouldn't surprise me nowadays. I mean, hello, back then it was multimillionaires. Now it's multi-trillionaires.
Well, see, that's the thing that makes me laugh
God.
too. Is like back, I was like winning $1 million, you'd be set for like ever.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
now I'm like, that would buy half a house. Like that's not even.
Well, here's the thing.
Yeah.
So there are 3 airplane makers that want to build it. They want to build
No.
a flying aircraft carrier that you
Yeah.
can fly smaller jets out of.
Yeah, I've actually. Yeah. Okay.
The issue they're all having, they can't make the military pay for it. That's what they're trying for.
Oh, good luck with the U.S. government pay for that. Are you freaking kidding me? That's going to have to be numerous conglomerates coming together because they're mega trillionaire conglomerates that could actually fund part of it through their own. I got to shut up now.
Well, here's the thing, though, Nikki. You know,
this has been talked about for years,
yeah,
actually.
but the idea was put away for a long-ass time.
I think that they should make it like the one in Marvel.
That's the thing.
That's what I was thinking of.
The idea was put away until the Avengers came out. Yep,
because of them on a aircraft formed type carrier in the sky.
Yeah, and within a year of that movie being made, 3 airline companies decided they wanted to build one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah. I mean, look at that thing. It's awesome.
No, it was talked about before that. I know that. I didn't even realize that until
was 1945.
Yeah.
1945 they thought they could build one. And a man actually built he drew the blueprints.
Yeah, but it was made out of helium and stuff. It was one of those flying boats.
Nope.
No?
It was an actual airplane that you would fly the jets out of the back, just like how Carrier right now.
Oh, yeah.
You can fly boats into the back of it.
Yeah, yeah.
Friend, you would do the same thing. You would fly planes out of the back of it.
Well, I mean, yeah. It would make sense for more strategic drops and like stuff that was way further out of the way where there wasn't any fueling stations.
Speaking of fueling stations, can you imagine with that thing, a behemoth of that size, to keep it in the... Oh my God. Okay, Nikki, stop.
The fuel that it would take?
No, just Tesla coil technology.
Actually, that's just what I was going to talk. That's Kayla, you took it right out of my head. Yeah, there are things... Okay, here's where you get into... You talk about real conspiracy stuff. This is when you get into real conspiracy stuff. Because of what I've experienced in SSP, technically, depending upon whether it's Lockheed Martin, which I had a major memory about Lockheed Martin last week, or over the weekend, excuse me, and not only Lockheed Martin, but Raytheon and a couple of others. And in SSP, they've got the flying ships already. I mean, all they'd have to do is use the technology that they've got. But the problem with that is that they'd have to make it public that that's what they're doing in some fashion or form. If they're going to build something like this, then you would think they'd have to actually admit where they got the technology from, how they figure, or some way how they figured it out. I mean, state it publicly.
You know, all they would have to say... Like, realistically, it's just like any other technology that comes out. They would just have to say it's proprietary. That's all they'd have to do.
That's true, but then everybody would be asking and demanding.
Yeah, but
I mean, we can demand all we want.
We can demand all we want. If it's a proprietary substance of any kind, you don't have to explain what it is.
Is it going to be military use, and if it's going to be military use, then it's property of the conglomerates.
Yeah, but
I
there's-
mean, that gets into so many different
Well, it
things. It's
doesn't,
got me
though, really,
fascinated.
at the same time, just because there's a lot of our military equipment that's privately. Okay. So there's a lot of private companies that make military grade equipment for the military. And there's a lot of private companies that will make things that are proprietary to that company but are military use. So really, it would
Yes.
just fall in that same realm of everything else, and it would be a proprietary to that company but for specific military uses.
Mm.
And here's the thing, like when it comes to them having to explain where it came from, one of them already considered that and figured it out because they bought the patent for the blueprints for the original.
Holy crap! Which company?
I can't remember. It starts with an N. I cannot remember right now the name of the company because that's
it's
not the main topic tonight. So I didn't actually
no.
look
Yeah.
it up. But it's not a new company. I know they work with Boeing a lot.
Okay.
Nexium?
Oh,
That might be
that-
it. I don't know.
just what I was going to ask.
Anyway. But yeah, there's so many loopholes to get around, like explaining where things came from or explaining where the thought. And honestly, like all you'd have to say is that you had some brilliant minds working on it and they collaborated. And nobody would question it.
The hardest part right now
Yeah, I
would be
used to
getting
know-
it around like FCC regulations in every country's particular FCC.
Mhm.
Because
Yeah, because would it be a global or would it be a United States owned property?
well, and not just that, but also like a lot of planes do not get made because of the amount of damage they could cause on the ground if they ever crashed.
Mm-hmm.
Brent, it is why we don't
That's
have
truth.
many bigger planes than what we actually have in the air right now.
Well, I mean, a flying fortress could probably take out an entire city if it landed wrong.
Oh, yeah.
More than that.
Hell, it
Yeah.
could probably take out a state.
The fuel alone would take out the city.
Well, and that's what I'm saying. If you had, like, a
Depending
whole
upon the fuel.
city-sized
Mhm.
something that was raising up into the sky and it crashed, then it would be
Oh, my God.
like a meteor hitting the Earth.
Well,
like,
and-
depending on how far it crashed from.
Nikki, you got to think it's not depending on the fuel because you're filling it with other airplanes.
Yeah,
that
so it's all,
require jet fuel.
it would be all the fuel for the other planes, the fuel for that plane, and the fueling station that would have to be on it to fuel all the planes. Yeah,
Man.
you'd have a
Sorry, I
global
just had an SSP flashback.
catastrophe. All right.
Well,
Yeah, when they crash, I just had a flashback when one of those things crash. They if it's using a different kind of technology. Thank you, Nikki. If it's using a different kind of technology, that fire doesn't get put out quite very easily. And if we think lithium batteries melt sidewalks, does not. It's what is it, over 1,000 degrees or something like that, hotter
Mhm.
than jet fuel.
Well, you could have like an ion
This ain't got
engine.
nothing. This is nothing compared to those. I literally seen a crash in my brain right now. I didn't even know that I witnessed something like that. But it's like really intense in my head at the moment.
Right.
Wow. And it's different colors. It burns different colors.
I do got
Fascinating.
because Kayla
Learn
brought
something
up
new every
a
day.
different type of fueling that, and I know why she brought it up. So we were watching one of our sleepy history shows on YouTube the other night, and I was about 90% asleep, and an ad came up that has come up multiple times, and
Oh God, I
Friend.
can't believe we did that. That was stupid.
Kayla kind of yelled at me You should buy that.
No, I didn't. I said you should save that so we can look at how expensive it
didn't.
is and
No,
see
you
if we
didn't.
want to buy it.
No, you
Yes,
didn't.
we did.
You said you should buy that for yourself. This is a torch that does not take fuel. It's called a Lux Blaze.
It's powered by Tesla coil energy.
So it uses a battery, but it supposedly burns at 2400 Fahrenheit.
So what does he do? He goes, okay, clicks a button and goes, and then fell asleep and went, oh shit, I ordered one of those last night.
And it was $50 fucking. Yeah.
So anyways, I guess we have a fucking torch coming to the house. It looks like a mini lightsaber. I like it.
That's kind of a big deal.
A happy camper.
No, $50 is a lot of fucking money.
For a lighter.
Yeah, that too.
And he was like, oh shit.
But if the ad is right, it will burn through a pop can in about 15 seconds. And like directly
that's
through
impressive.
creating, like, it will crush the can, like, you know,
But-
cause the aluminum to crush under its own
Can
weight.
you imagine trying to light a cigarette with that? It would light the entire thing on fire and you'd just be like,
It's not your face.
Well, and my issue is, it has all this advertisement about how powerful it is, how hot it is, and how the government is now trying to get them to turn them down, saying they're not fit
regulate
for public
them
use.
better. Yeah.
So, and then they state you can use this camping to boil water in a pot. If it burns through an aluminum can in 15 seconds, the water will not boil before the pot's gone.
I was just thinking the same thing. Oh dear.
So yeah, we're probably gonna get something that shows up that's just like a stupid little torch for like $50 and it won't work more than 2 times.
Now, this
Potentially, yeah.
This
You never
is
know.
actually supposed to be here next Wednesday, so
So we'll
if
be
it
able
shows
to
up
tell
on
you.
time, I will let everyone know what this thing is like. And the thing that worries me is
That's
they told
funny.
me to have a 4-foot by 2-foot area of a workbench ready for when it arrives.
4-foot by 2-foot bench?
To inspect all the components. And I'm like, what the hell is this thing?
Huh.
So we'll see.
Okay.
Kayla's
So-
right. That's a freaking lightsaber. What the hell?
Now, all of this actually has to do with our topic tonight.
We're gonna end up homeless next Wednesday, so Nikki, we're moving in with you.
It's okay. I can
That
sleep
many
with the
people
puppy.
in this little thing? Oh, that not gonna be. We're gonna have to do bunk beds.
Oh my god.
I can sleep with the puppy on the floor. It's fine.
Puppy sleeps on the couch.
Me and puppy can share the
Oh.
couch.
Yeah.
Sorry, Kayla, you're on the floor.
Oh man.
Oh, that's a
Friend.
thought process. I had to do that with my mom, trying to figure out where I was going to put her in a 2-bedroom
You put
apartment.
her on the floor? That's just wrong,
No, I
Nikki.
got her own. I got her bed. We had side by side beds. It was quite a and I'm just thinking, Jesus, you couldn't do that in this room.
Well, see,
You wouldn't have any room. Oh my God,
that's
you
going
wouldn't
to
be
happen.
able to walk
and
between
then
beds.
Your
Holy shit!
landlord's going to find out. We're all going to get kicked out. And we all have to move to Australia and move in with Robert.
Well, the area that we are actually looking at, we're trying to now get it to be classified as a hobby farm,
No.
so we can put things there. But apparently, you can only have one house, and what we're doing is a double
A
living space,
2-part. Yeah.
living shed. So it'll have bottom floor and top floor. Top floor will be for the boys on either side, so they'll each have their own little area. And bottom floor will be ours, like hers on one side, me on the other side with the workstation and all that sort of thing for the get off there for the rock work and silversmithing and stuff. So,
Well,
and then the rest of the 8.5 acres will be for the animals and people who want to come over and possibly camp.
Nice.
so you're gonna have sheep, emus.
Yeah, we got one sheep, one goat at the moment,
Okay.
and then the chickens. We did have ducks. I don't know if we still have because I've never been out there because nobody will take me out there in the wheelchair. Got the cockatoo. Got some little quails. 2 dogs, 1 cat.
Okay. Here's
Yeah, it was still in the menagerie, but it was bigger when we moved from there down up here.
I don't mind being
That's a
next to the
menagerie.
sheep and the goat, but don't
Yeah.
put us next
Wait.
to the chickens, okay? So when
Well,
you
you're
build our
not in
pen,
New Zealand, so they're safe.
friend, and you can make us a little sign that says Americans and Canadians right in front of the pen.
Uh-huh.
Friend.
People pay come in and see, yeah, and point, yeah. Oh,
Hey, if you build it, within 2 weeks there'll be a Starbucks on the corner. Don't even.
Well, I just found out yesterday that we actually have got Taco Bell.
No way.
Some down in southern Queensland, some New South Wales, and some Western Australia, but nothing in Victoria. So,
Wow.
mm,
I'm stunned to hear that, actually.
oh my.
Yeah, they make shit food everywhere.
Well, they might use kangaroo as the ingredients down here. You never know.
That's very true.
And it'd be better than what they use here. Friend,
Yeah,
I'm sorry, but that's not.
I'm not really
don't
sure
care.
what the hell that
Friend.
substance that they call meat is here,
Koala taco.
Sludge.
right?
Meat sludge. It's that pink stuff.
Mystery meat. Yeah.
Yeah. Friend, all right.
Yes.
So they put in the Scooby snacks.
Friend, tonight the topic is called doing the future prep work. Now, the reason for this is because I have...
Sorry.
In the future.
I
That's
have
what I
been
thought you were
working-
going to say.
Nikki, I'm going to give you a trigger warning here, okay? Because
Yeah.
this could possibly
Okay.
be a trigger for you, and I'm sorry.
Don't worry about it. I was so stunned I even had a flashback of SSP that I was like, what the hell?
Well, that would be the
It's
trigger.
just didn't even occur to me.
So,
No worries. Exactly,
I
Kayla.
cannot remember what we were talking about last week, but it was something towards the end of the show that made me think of the book, Ender's Game. Have you guys ever read that? Or watched the movie?
I've not watched it, but I remember commercials for it and all different sorts of things for it, but I don't remember. Wasn't there toys coming out after that movie came out?
No.
No, I don't think so. There would have been shirts
Something.
and stuff, but no toys.
Yeah.
really.
Yeah, that's okay. That's what I was thinking of because
So- Ender's Game is a classic 1985 military science fiction novel by Orson Scott Card about a child prodigy, Andrew Ender Wiggin, who is recruited to a space-based battle school to train as a military commander to defend Earth from an alien invasion. The thing is, he isn't told that he is training for this.
Why does that not surprise me?
He is originally told that it is just a school for gifted children who are
Oh, so in other words, the frickin' gate program.
yes,
Okay, got
yes, but that they are training for future
Potential
battles.
future battle.
Potential future battles. They're not told that they're actually fighting the war as they speak
it.
through
Through the
and-
gaming.
Yeah, I guess spoiler alerts
Oh.
for those who haven't.
Who's the
Been
lead actor in this? I mean, not the lead. The one of the teachers. Is it not Harrison Ford? Is it Oh no, the guy
I know
who
why
did
you see him though, but I can't remember who it was.
the guy
Oh,
who
he is
did
a
Raiders
friend.
of the Lost Ark. I can't think of the
Harrison
actor.
Ford.
Yeah.
And yes, Harrison Ford is in Ender's Game. Yes.
Is he the teacher?
He's the teacher.
Okay.
Yeah, I have seen part of this then.
Harrison Ford, Austin Butterfield, and Gavin Hood.
No, it's Harrison Ford that I've got stuck in my head about it.
Ben Kingsley is the submarine
yes
commander guy. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen part of this. I have seen part of this. I had to stop watching it, and I don't remember why. I think I got too angry.
If you ever get a chance, read the book. I'm not kidding.
Okay.
Now I will tell you that Ender's Game is actually a series that was written by Orson Scott Card, because there are 4 books in.
But Ender's Game is just the book.
Yes, but okay. Yes, but it's part of a trilogy or a quad. But after Ender's Game, the next books that he writes are very, very strange. I don't even know how to explain it. It, all of a sudden is different alien species and different governments and different, it goes kind of
shape.
Weird. Yes. Afterwards, so this one, leads up to some really strange stuff. Sorry.
Friend, the thing is, Ender's Game is the only one that actually has to do with tonight's topic.
Yeah.
Friend, because I'm seeing a lot of correlation between what they show in that story and the themes of that story and the video games that we are introducing our kids to nowadays. And not just, that one is based off of space-based battle.
Mm-hmm.
The first game that really became popular on major consoles that included real battle was Halo. Which is a complete space stage battle with featuring many alien races. And that game went viral. Yeah. To the point where even though
Warcraft status viral,
number 4 and 5 and 6 really sucked, and everyone knew it before they even came out, they still bought them.
Wow.
Because they had to have them, because it's Halo.
Mm-hmm.
Friend.
Master Chief.
Okay, 1 second. Kayla, didn't they make a Warcraft movie?
They did.
Yes.
I love that movie. I wish they would have made a second to it.
Friend. Now,
we've had space age fighting games and stuff for a long time. Since it came out, Galactica and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the evolution of it would be to continue down that path.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing.
One would think.
Uh-huh.
Halo was the first true MOW RPG.
Yeah.
Friend.
Okay, what is an MOW RPG? I know what an RPG is, but what's an MO?
Multi-open world.
Okay, got it.
You don't follow a direct path like you have in so many games. It was a completely open world that you could explore, and if you missed something, you would have to go back.
Okay.
Friend.
An open gaming system, essentially, kind of like I got it. I understand now. All right.
And the thing is, that eventually led to the idea of open world real battle with games like Battlefront and Call of Duty, which have expanded into every form of warfare Earth has ever experienced and probably will experience.
Yeah, I used to know a lot of people who played Call of Duty. A lot of military guys, retired military guys, because it would help them after work decompress.
Yeah, and here's the thing. Me and Google are kind of at arms when it comes to this whole their idea of this, because I put into Google AI, video games prepping for war. And the statement they give off, their AI gives off, is video games in the military have had a long intertwined history. While mainstream games like Call of Duty or upcoming strategic simulators hone reflexes or sharpen strategic thinking, they do not prepare individuals for the sensory and psychological horrors of real-world combat. Friend.
Oh, not according some of the guys I used to know back many years ago. Oh my God, oh wow. Okay, I disagree with that altogether.
Absolutely, and that's the thing. Because here's the thing: if it did not prepare individuals for the sensory and psychological horrors of real-world combat, it wouldn't be a trigger for PTSD for over half of the soldiers in the world.
Bingo.
Right.
Well, so there was a movie in the 80s that came out that had the same type of premise. The Last Starfighter. Do you remember that?
Kind of.
Oh, I remember that.
So it was a kid that was really good at arcade games. And he was playing arcade games, and he figured out that the arcade game was actually a recruiting tool for the military, and anybody who got certain scores on it was recruited by the military to do like some kind of battle or conflict. Huh?
82, 83, 84, somewhere in there, I think. Yeah.
No, I was just saying then, like, the concept of taking video games and using them as recruiting tools or using them as like actual fighting and has been around pretty much the entire time that video games have been around.
Yeah, in one fashion or form.
I would disagree on that.
Yeah.
Why?
Pong.
Oh God, I hated.
Well,
Pong was so damn boring. Oh God, I hated Pong because I played it because I was bored, but it was so boring. Ugh. You had nothing else to do. That's what you did.
More like modernized video games, like not like ones that have actual storylines or concept. Like
okay, so here's the like I'm gonna summarize what you said, but feed it into the timeline.
Yeah,
friend, you're right. Where the idea and the concept of using video games to prep kids for war has been around for years.
Yeah.
But here's the thing.
Yeah, well, yeah.
We are not just prepping kids for war. Not just
they're
war
also
that we've seen.
Yeah, they're prepping them for alien invasion, which just
zombie apocalypse.
Yeah. Look at how many zombie frickin' movies there have been.
Nuclear apocalypse.
Right. Yeah, nuclear. Yep.
Here's the thing.
What did you say, Robert?
Rainbow Road.
Rainbow Road? Nope, not heard that one.
Mario
Kart.
Oh, yeah, I was just going to say Kart. Yeah, Mario Kart. Okay.
Well,
see, I'm not a gamer. Not in the grand scheme of things.
But
it's too easy for me to get addicted to those things.
It's basically a combination of Doom, Starship Troopers, and a couple of games.
They also are seeing, though, some of the ones that would never be fit for any sort of combat.
Explain, please.
Okay. There are people in this world who do not have a fight response.
Yeah. Imagine that.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's true.
And there are games for them.
Yeah. Cubit.
And we have been prepping kids in ways that we don't even realize.
Robert, did you just say Cubert or Pubert?
Cubert.
Okay, thank you. I was going to say, we're not dealing with the Addams family here.
I'm not going to lie, I'm thinking a little bit more modern. But there is one back in the day.
back in the day.
that did cause a huge influx of young entrepreneurs going and doing a job.
Farmville.
Paperboy.
Oh, Paperboy. Yeah.
What? Oh my God, I had that at no.
No, there is actually a
That was a
correlation.
game?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a
Oh, for
correlation between the game coming out and a huge influx of kids applying for paperboy jobs.
Do you know? Okay, my mother used to own a newspaper dealership for the Post-Intelligencer in Seattle, Washington in the 1970s. I am here to tell you that is not all it's cracked up to be. So by the 1980s, I knew what the guys, and it was mostly guys. There were some girls, very few girls, who were having. Oh my God, that is no.
Really?
Oh my God,
Nikki,
no.
You think that one's
Yeah,
not all
I-
it's cracked up to be? Do you realize the
Holy
games we have
crap.
now?
Teach you
Brad.
how to wake up in the morning and go to a remedial job.
Like, let's say, pressure washer simulator, car mechanic simulator, friend flight simulator,
Well, flight simulator
cyclist
makes
simulator,
sense.
truck driver simulator,
Flight simulator.
Farm simulator.
farm simulator.
You could even have
Oh,
the goat
God.
simulator.
Yeah, goat simulator.
Mm-hmm.
So as I said,
If you literally just can't afford to be human anymore, so you just
You
become
just
a goat.
become a goat and run
Friend,
around.
that constantly gets beat up by your owner.
Well, you know, the
Friend.
thing too, though, is
Wow.
if you really think about it, like, we also have
I'm sorry, I'd
the
be bored to
beginning-
tears.
the beginning of those worlds.
And I don't mean the jobs,
like,
I mean the games.
like Ready Player One status and stuff, like Sims and
Yeah.
all of that,
yeah.
where it's just
Early 90s.
Makes-
remedial everyday shit
No,
that
mid.
you're doing
Which-
online.
You know what?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Looking at what our one son did in home ec, I truly believe that The Sims is right now a better simulator for a teaching tool of how to live and do
I thought
remedial things
Uh-huh.
like how to live as an adult than home ec.
Yeah, actually,
I thought they took home ec out of high schools in Washington.
Not all
No.
of them.
not all of them.
They just changed the name.
Health and something class.
Oh, for God's sake.
High school success.
They
High school
conjoined them.
success. That's right, success class or whatever.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but yeah,
I need to shut
mean,
up.
and
I
really, if you think about
Yeah,
it, though,
the
something.
lowest course I did,
Sorry.
life and work strategy.
All right.
They taught us how to do budgeting, how to cook, how to do a whole range of things that were work related, and but that was back in the 90s.
Yeah.
1980s. I was required. That was part of one of the requirements in high school. Was a class on account. It was a form of an accounting class. It was the very beginning form of accounting class, and it was one of the requirements. You had to learn how to write checks. You had to learn. Of course, that was back in the day, but you had to do. I knew all that shit when I was 7 and 8 years old because I was growing up in my grandfather's plumbing shop. I
Yeah,
mean,
but I
I
mean-
saw my mom have to do that, but a lot of kids didn't have a clue
Do you know
as
what?
to how to
remember,
budget.
They used to say you won't always have a calculator with you. Now it's on phones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or your watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God. Yeah.
Well,
Friend.
you know, and the thing about that too is you don't need to know how to use any of those skills really anymore. Just because we have people that specifically do all this stuff for you. We have an app that will add up all of your
Mhm.
stuff for you and tell you how much is left in your bank account or how much is here.
Yeah.
There's very few people that actually do checks and balances anymore.
Yeah. Or know how to.
Do you
Well,
know what? one of
even
those
if they
stupid
didn't know
part-
how to, like, it isn't a part of life that you need to anymore.
in grade
So
10,
if anywhere they get hit with an EMP, everyone will be stuffed.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah. You're right. They will
in
be.
grade 10, 11, and 12 in Canada in the early 2000s, it was a requirement
Just-
to take a class on how to get a job. So how to fill out a resume, how to do an interview, all of that.
Yep.
Friend, we did 3 years of resumes. And the first time I tried to go get a job without, and it not being a family business,
Yeah.
I got told in the interview, we almost didn't hire you because of your resume.
What?
Because the year I left high school, the entire world
Everything
decided
changed?
that's not the way you do a resume. So this is how we're going to do it from now on. So I spent 3 years in a class learning how to do this thing that no
Yeah.
longer fucking applied.
That's
And
what
they
happened to
called
my
it
son.
CVs.
To be perfectly honest, a
Sorry.
resume isn't
Robert,
absolutely
sorry.
needed most of the time anymore. Like,
No.
if you want to get a higher paid position, if you want to go in and you want to do like some kind of corporate job or something like that, then yeah, they look at the resumes sometimes. But a lot of remedial jobs, I guess you would call it, you don't even need one. You don't need anything. You go in, you talk to them, you fill out an application. Like, it's actually kind of strange.
And I disagree. Because that's the thing. When you go and canvass
I
an area
disagree
for a
too.
job, and yes, some corporate companies
hmm
will not require a resume.
Yeah,
But if you go to your average general contractor,
yeah.
he's going to be like, where the hell's your resume?
You'd
Okay,
actually be
there-
surprised because, like, honestly, there's a lot of places too now that don't ask for references anymore. They won't ask for references, or they won't even call previous employers to see if you actually worked there.
That's because that one's a sticky situation, because if you list the wrong one, you're not getting hired. If you list the wrong one, and you're still working there, well, all of a sudden, they just called them and they're now realizing you're looking for a different job.
Yeah.
And either they're going to pay to keep you, or they're just going to let you go.
Mhm.
So now they just lost 16 people who applied their jobs.
Yeah. I'm just saying that, like, back in the day, like, you would call previous employers, or you would call, like, these people's, oh god, what are they called?
References.
References. And you would figure out the gist of the person based off of the references, based off of last work performances, different things like that. But
Mhm.
now a lot of it is based off of solely the interview that you're having with that person. And the sad part about that is
Oh.
there are a lot of people out there that are really damn good workers, but really bad at interviews. Or vice versa.
That's very
They're
true.
really, really good at interviews,
Yeah.
but really shitty workers once they actually start.
Oh, what happened there? Oops, sorry.
So, I just feel that
Well-
it's really strange that you base it off of one conversation you had with somebody instead of the actual stuff that a person did. Like,
Here's the other side to this, Kayla. What I've been learning from my son is that a lot of these companies are doing interviews via Zoom.
yes.
They will no longer do face-to-face interviews. They want them done by appointment on Zoom or some other form of device via internet. It's a internet meeting, basically.
Now-
You're face-to-face.
And
You're
see-
just literally not physical.
Honestly, that one I couldn't do as an employer. You can't see sweat through a fucking Zoom call. Brand.
Yeah, there's nervous twitches. There's
Yeah,
things with
and-
the fingers that come up. Yeah, there's all
When
sorts of
you
stuff.
ask certain questions, they are to get a physical response.
Yeah.
Well, not only that, but you can't. Okay, and I know that you're not supposed to judge people on any of this stuff. Okay, and I 100% understand that. But you also, a Zoom call, you see a person basically from their neck up. Eh? So
In chest up, yeah.
you don't know whether or not that person would be physically capable of doing
Correct.
the job
Correct.
that they are applying for.
Correct.
That's not the only thing. If the internet has taught us nothing, it's the fact that no one wears pants when they're on Zoom.
Mm-hmm.
Right, Nikki and Robert?
No, I'm wearing a dress, but yeah, okay.
See?
I wear skirts. If I don't have to be out and about, I'm wearing a skirt. So, hello.
We're not actually on camera, Kayla.
I know. It's just I'm in like a nightgown moo thing. So
Friend,
You're comfortable. See, that's why I wear the
Exactly.
skirts, because I'm comfortable.
But seriously, how many videos are there out there where, like, you'll see a guy and he's wearing a 3-piece suit, but then he stands up and he's got no pants on?
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
Like, it has become kind of the normal thing.
Or
Well,
the journalist who's on a Zoom call doing an interview, and his daughter, his 4-year-old daughter, walks in the room going, "Daddy, that," and all heck breaks
Yeah.
loose. Do you remember that from a couple of
Yes.
years ago? I was like, "Oh wow."
Well, so the other part of that that's really like strange to me too is there are so many filters and different things that you can use on the internet that you could look entirely different in your Zoom call versus what you do in person. Like, you could have perfect makeup, perfect hair, perfect everything, and like this realtor job was like, oh, look at this person is totally put together. And then you could show up and have never put on makeup in your entire life. Like,
Now, just
Oh yeah, because you're doing face to face. Sorry, Cole.
No,
When
no,
you're
go
doing
ahead.
face to face and you're a female, or well, no, I can't even say that nowadays. Many people wear makeup. I don't. I
Yeah.
stopped wearing pretty much all makeup. I mean, unless for really special occasions.
yeah.
And it's like, and now for me, it's a health thing because my skin don't like a lot of these makeups anymore. The skin, my skin reacts. So, and then you've got, and people are all, this is how I grew up. People are, everything is about the first meeting, the first appearances, what you look like. You had to dress, and that included makeup. You had to be professional in every sense of the word for interviews,
Well,
or
yeah, your
on your
interview
job.
outfits. Yes.
The whole kit and caboodle. Everything was, and it still is in the corporate business world, is all it's all business. You're
Well, Nikki,
I
I'm
mean,
gonna
if
say
you're not, you
though,
get shit for it.
it's not just a corporate business world. If somebody came
That's true.
dressed
That's true.
in a 3-piece suit and they were trying to apply for a job as a laborer, okay?
Yeah, that's not
They're
gonna
gonna
go.
look at them and be like, "There's no way that you're gonna be able
Yeah.
to do this."
The expectations
Like,
are just different for
different
different
jobs.
jobs.
Like,
yeah.
For example, as a mechanic, friend, the number one thing they are going to ask you, the first thing is, do you have tools?
Mm-hmm.
And then they're going to ask, what do you have?
Mm-hmm.
Friend,
That's how my grandfather did it when it came to plumbers.
yeah, if you show up at for a construction gig that is dealing with overhead hangers, you are expected to show up with a hard hat. Even if you do not use that hard hat because they require you to wear theirs, you should have your own that you bring to the site.
Well, just like
That's
if you show
I used
up
to
for
know
a factory
construction
job,
worker.
you always
Hardcore
wear
downtown.
steel-toed shoes.
Yeah.
Just in case you have to do a plant tour, you always wear steel-toed shoes so that you're ready.
People.
And that's how it is in a lot of industries, because insurance-wise, now I know this because of other family members, you are required in different industries, and it goes across the board. So say you're in one industry and you have to go to a different company because these two companies are talking and communicating, and now you have to go to this one company. You better have your steel-toed boots. They are not typical shoes. You have to have their boots.
Yeah.
Because it is required by both companies have specific requirements because of their insurance companies. Yeah. So it becomes a safety issue. And yeah, Cole is exactly right. Or who was it that said about the hard hats? Because I knew a guy who was a downtown Seattle construction worker, and we're talking on the skyscrapers that were being built.
Mhm.
Those are unionized. Those guys and gals are unionized, whether they're digging ditches or for the power lines and all, or the plumbing or what have you, or using the cats, the
Heavy machine operator.
thank you, heavy machine operators using the cats and stuff to dig. You are required on that job to be in specific kinds of gear, and hard hat is, I mean, there's so many aspects to this. So in different industries, you've got different requirements, but yet they can cross over
Yeah.
to other industries. I mean, it gets really
just like something
fascinating.
as simple as like if you're applying for your first job and it's like in the food service industry, then wear non-slip shoes to the interview.
Yeah, yes. I agree
Right.
wholeheartedly with that.
Do not wear like heels to that interview because you won't be able to do any kind of walkthrough or anything because the insurance won't cover it.
Now, I will say, having worked in the food service industry as line cook and short order cook, I never wore what they considered food safe shoes, but I had a full explanation with a visual aid. And what it was at everywhere I used to go when I was a teenager, I don't do it now because it's frowned upon. I used to carry a buck knife. And just a small folding, not really small, like half a pound.
Yeah,
4-inch
don't say how
folding
many.
knife. Friend. So, and it was completely legal to carry where I was. And,
that's what I was going to comment on. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, there it was completely legal. I don't know about the rules now, but like I said, I no longer carry it. But
yeah, in the U.S., it's a different ballgame altogether.
I
Holy
wore
crap!
steel-toed boots to every job interview as a chef or cook. And then when they asked why, I asked if I could show them, and I stood up and took a knife and I threw it at my foot. And it stuck into the leather above the steel toe. It never went through. That's why. I don't work alone in a kitchen. I can't guarantee what the other guy is going to do with a knife. But I can guarantee I will still have toes at the end of the day.
Right on.
And I learned that from working manual labor job where one of our bosses actually would come out each morning because he would line us all up and we'd do our safety meeting in the morning. And he had a 3-pound sledgehammer with him.
Oh, holy cripes. But you're still bending the metal.
Nope. No, he never hit it hard enough.
Wow.
But he hit it hard enough that if you didn't have a steel toe boot on,
you're going to feel it.
Your toe's going to suck for a day.
If not more than that, and if you don't lose a couple of toenails.
And he had a pretty good eye for it. Huh?
Do you know
I've lost a toenail before.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
But that's also why our society's going in that way.
Yeah.
Friend.
Yeah.
Like when I was like at that job, you also had to have a hard hat and you also had to have a set of gloves in your back pocket. But God forbid you ever put those gloves on.
Yeah.
Friend.
Yeah, because if you
everyone in the yard said, "Oh my God, he's putting on his bitch mittens." Friend. And it was just I understand that you took. Sorry, Nikki, what were you saying?
No, I interrupted you. I'm sorry. No, I knew it as if somebody was putting on gloves like that, then it was an emergency and get the hell out.
Yeah, so the jobs I worked, if you had an emergency, someone was already dead and on the ground.
Yeah, that wasn't.
And our emergency started with a loud beeping, and you ran whatever way that the beeping was coming from. You ran the opposite direction, friend. Because the only real thing we ever had happen was H2S, which is a gas that the moment you smell it, you're dead.
Hydrogen sulfide.
So
Yes.
whoever's in the front always has the little meters on, and if the meter starts beeping, that person's already dead, but it can save the people behind them.
Yeah.
That meter wasn't to save your life; it was to save the people behind you.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you wore one wherever you went on the job site. Friend.
That's incredible. I'd forgotten about things like that. I totally forgot about that. You just helped me have a flashback memory of somebody that I knew that went through, and I can't discuss it because, but yeah, that goes for a number of industries in Seattle.
Well,
Holy crap! I totally forgot about that.
The
Great
canary.
stuff.
That was a buried memory. Holy shit!
What?
Like
Sorry.
back in the day, the canary in the cave, where the person in the
Oh,
front
yeah.
would carry
Yes.
the canary, and if the canary
Yeah.
died, well, that person was already dead, but everybody behind them would hear the canary stop chirping
Yeah.
and would run because that meant that there was H2S in there.
Yes.
Yeah.
That stuff's scary. Yeah.
So there's always been those weird little warning before precursor warning things.
You think they would have used a parrot?
So,
Yeah, because then it could scream at you.
Then it could be like, that stinks, get out. That stinks, get out.
ouch.
Where the F you taking me? Where the F you taking me?
Paul, what was the thing about Ender's Game that you were talking about? Again, you were talking about the.
How it's a game that they think it's a game, but it's not a game. And,
Yeah, okay, so...
Yeah.
And it's the preparation for a annihilation, which is why I said Starship Troopers, because if they had the mechanics then, they could have just used robots instead of people.
Well, so here's the thing. Now, Google gets their information from every public piece of information that's out there. Friend. So, according to our armed forces and many armed forces out in the world, they do not use games like Battlefield and Call of Duty to train or anything their soldiers. They use hyper-realistic proprietary simulators for active training. So there
You mean they don't have Nicki Minaj out there you can shoot?
Friend, well, so here's the thing. They have 3 different types of simulators.
Yeah.
For official military training, the U.S. military developed specialized tools such as the Full Spectrum Warrior series, and the America's Army recruiting franchise to teach squad level strategy, marksmanship, and cultural awareness. Friend, now I know this is also penetrated down into law enforcement and the public sector. You can actually buy these. Friend, and they are actually guns that shoot a laser instead of a bullet.
Yep.
And they are as accurate, and they still have the recoil of a weapon. So you feel the actual recoil of the gun, but you're not going through bullets to train with them. Friend.
Wow.
They also use the defense departments utilize advanced computerized war games to virtually test multi-domain threats. These analytical classified tools help commanders mentally prepare for the chaotic scenarios of high-stakes conflict.
You want to play a game?
Yeah. Like it is exactly like the movie War Games, but I think they have advanced it quite a bit farther than what.
Oh, I should hope so.
Right.
Which War Games movie? Because there's 2 of them.
I'm talking about
the 1985.
Yes.
Okay.
With
Matthew Broderick.
Matthew Broderick.
I was going to say the guy from Godzilla.
Zelensky.
Yeah. When I'm naming an actor, I prefer to use their worst fucking movie. Friend.
I don't know. I freaking love that movie, Godzilla. Mueller.
Right?
Ferris
Like, there are way better movies for him.
Ferris Bueller, yeah.
But Godzilla was a good movie. He sucked in it.
I loved Godzilla. No, I loved Godzilla. Well, there were reasons why I loved it, but anyway.
Bitch.
The character, yeah.
Yes.
Well, okay. So
I love the photographer. I was like, yes, that's me. I was like, right there. Because that's what I used to do. I used to run to when I had my SLR camera, that I would be with me everywhere. I mean, even when I was pregnant, I had it down when, what was it, Blackstock Lumber that went, no, it wasn't Blackstock, it was in Ballard. I can't remember which one it was right now. Yeah, I had my camera. It was always in the car. It was like, and it was always loaded with film.
Was that not
35
Hank
mil.
Azaria?
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
But I was like his character in the sense of I was constantly with a camera and always, I mean, because you never know what you got.
Mm-hmm.
It was a big freaking deal. It wasn't Blackstock. I can't remember the one in Ballard that went up. Anyway.
So, like I said, I do like to name their worst movie or
Yeah.
art. For him, it's a poo. For
I'm not going there. These actors, man.
No,
I'm not.
he's a great actor, and he apologized for it, but it is his biggest shame.
Yeah. Oh.
Is Apu
Yeah.
from The Simpsons.
Simpsons. Yeah.
Yeah. But this third one that they use is public and commercial simulators. For tactical realism, armed forces utilize highly modified versions of commercial titles, such as the Arma engine, which provides more accurate physics, communication, and manual logistics than arcade shooters. So I've actually seen one of these live. And what it is imagine Robert playing Call of Duty, but you have a full suit on that when you get shot, it hits you.
Oh my.
Friend, so if you get shot 9 times in the back, you feel all of them, and they bruise you.
Yikes.
Friend, and when a grenade goes off, but when a grenade goes off beside you, that entire side of it lights up and it hits. Like this actually pushes you around inside the simulator, everything. You feel every part of it.
So pretty much like Ready Player One.
Yeah, but yes and no, because Ready Player One is they dampen it. This is not dampened.
Yep. Uh-huh.
Friend,
it's full on force protection. Bang, you hit. You get the feeling of a shotgun.
So tonight is the gaming and the high impact of gaming in people's lives.
Yeah. And now
that's a direct quote from you from last week.
Yes. The last thing that I'm going to say on this for the military is that me and Google, this is the one that bothers me probably the most, because I do not believe they got enough of sample size in order to make this statement. And it says the reality gap. Veterans emphasize that no video game can emulate the physical fatigue, extreme stress, or dread of a live battlefield. While gamers may adapt to interface displays and basic equipment layout more quickly, the core reality of war remains distinct. Friend.
There's a couple of guys I would like to talk to now after hearing all of this, because I'm wondering, a couple of them are long time retired and one is not that far retired. And I'm like, wonder how they'd feel.
Well,
very interesting conversation tonight, Cole.
There is 4 that I'd actually really like to talk to, and that's the United States Army's esports team. Because for them stating that they do not use this stuff, then why are they entering esports? All of our, like, the Air Force has an esports team, the Army has one, the Marines has one, and the Navy. They all have esports teams that constantly are involved in the games that we talked about tonight.
But what? Okay, that's just what I was going to ask.
And they compete for money.
That's the other thing I was going to ask.
They get paid a basic salary, and all the winnings go towards their division, whatever
I haven't.
department they're through.
Are they still doing football amongst the?
Yes, they still have football teams as well.
Thank you. I can't use my words at this second, apparently.
Friend,
I was going to call it something specific, and it's all gone now. Thank you.
Yep, but like the physical fatigue, I think certain video games can actually very well emulate that.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you've got a headset on and you're being physical in that game profile, you're going to frickin' feel the activity. You're going to be doing the activity because it becomes virtual. Thank you. Thank you, Mom. How the hell would you? Oh, never mind.
Like
Anyway.
extreme stress.
Yeah, I mean, your body is going to feel it because you're going to feel like you're actually physically there. I mean, hello, use an example of YouTube video reels where they're coming up with people showing videos of people doing these gaming things in virtual reality. They've got the headset on, they're being physical in the game, and they have no spatial physical awareness of where they are located in that 1111 on the numbers, in that home environment, and they end up breaking the TV, or they go in and swing and turn around, and as they're swinging, they end up nailing somebody, and this person goes flying across the freaking room. So, I mean, not physical. That kind of shit is very physical. Kind of funny, but in a weird way. But
back in the early 2000s,
the hazard of swinging
there
club.
was a gentleman who died from sepsis.
Oh God.
Yep.
Playing Warcraft.
How the hell did he get sepsis? From playing so long that he didn't get up and move?
He didn't
get
move
up to
and
go to the bathroom.
No, I would, because a lot of these guys, they'll start wearing diapers. If they get to that kind of gaming level, they'll either medically get a catheter and a bottle, some kind of bottle, or I've heard of gamers start wearing diapers because they're literally so long on these games, they could go for 2 to 3 days. And I'm like, holy shit, this is incredible.
So there is
that's dehydration. That's all sorts of sorry, cool.
There's a content creator group that made a joke out of that. Not too recently, but like in the 2010s, late 2010s, and it was the catheter. If you've ever heard of Viva la Dirt League.
The Dirt League.
Yeah. Yep. So a guy goes into they made this
disgusting
takedown.
Yeah. Like they made a whole bunch of skits based off of a gaming store. And they're out of New Zealand, but they a guy came in and he asked for the gaming catheter. And the guy at the counter said, sir, this is a gaming store. We don't do that kind of thing here. And his manager comes out of the back in full scrubs and pulls on a glove and says, we absolutely do. Well, come on back. And he asked, do you want the original or the RBG? For those of you who don't know, that's red, blue, green. So it lights up. And
oh my,
what it stems out of is a horrible situation. They are making fun of a horrible situation, but they're doing it also to create awareness. Like they constantly create awareness to like hydrate, eat something, like rest your eyes, because it's a continuous problem that people aren't doing this while gaming.
Oh my God. Okay, this is causing flashbacks of my labs. I already had a flashback, but I mean, this is a different section of the flashback. Holy cripes. Okay, never mind. Whole new thing. I appreciate the memories, Cole. Thank you.
Sorry.
I'm not being a smart ass, or I truly do mean thank you, because it's helping to bring up more memories. They're not nasty things. It's just kind of weird shit, but I do appreciate it. Oh my God.
Friend.
Yeah, but I was doing this in the 70s and 80s. Oh, okay, shut up, Nikki. Anyway.
The RBG catheters?
No, not the catheters. Oh God, no. No,
Nikki provides services.
No, sitting in row after row. See, I've had that in body memory, and then I had flashback of it not very long ago, and tonight was it further advanced because I remember computer screens at the console that I was at with other kids around me. But there were sections of it that were forms of games for flight. Other kids had different. Oh, okay.
Well, okay.
That was a whole new flashback where I got some asshole coming up behind me. Never mind. We're not going to talk about. Oh, okay.
So the flight thing, though, I want to hit on that.
Interesting.
Microsoft for years, since the early 90s, has released a game called Microsoft's Flight Simulator.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that.
I have always had an issue with this game because it is it's a paid game, but you don't have to have any qualifications whatsoever to learn how to fly a full fighter jet, a 747, or anything.
Yes.
As well as in certain states and provinces, you can use part of your hours on the simulator as long as you are using the right equipment for a cockpit. You can use it for simulated hours for your fighter for your pilot's license.
Huh. That's interesting.
It is, except for the fact that it also shows you the full FCC view of all airports and how to land at them, how to go through different cities. I can land it in my parents' backyard.
That's freaking dangerous.
Yeah.
Holy
and
shit.
They've been doing this since the early 90s. It wasn't as detailed in the early 90s. Like, I couldn't find my parents' backyard back then, but now I can.
I mean, that to me is terroristic stuff. Holy cripes. Why would they even... Okay, let it go. Calm.
Well, and so I did the, like, Inception Ender's Game test where I checked, like, I called my dad while I had an F-35 landed in his backyard. I said, "Can you look outside for me? Is there a plane there?" Fran. And, of course, there wasn't. Fran, I'm not going to lie, part of me kind of hoped just a little bit. Except for the fact that when I think of how many people play this game and how many people, they actually had to remove the Twin Towers in the game when, like, the next year. And they did updates for previous versions of the game to remove the Twin Towers from their game because too many people were redoing it.
That's twisted MF-ery. Massively, majorly
and it was
twisted
a lot of
MF-ery.
Conspiracy theorists that were using it to try and prove that it wasn't a plane.
Yeah.
Fran,
yeah, that they were kabooms.
But no matter how, like, that's the thing. This game costs, what, $60, $70? You are not going to get perfect physics of a plane crashing into a building for that cost. That is not going to happen. So, but yeah, I kind of just wanted your guys' thoughts on the idea of us prepping our kids and, like, whether you think this is something that maybe the military is pouring a little bit of money into, the government, the military, someone is pouring a little bit of money into games like Call of Duty, games like
we're testing. Wouldn't surprise me at all.
The Last of Us, or like zombie apocalypse games, What the hell was that? Okay, I don't know. Fran, just
You okay?
yeah. Yeah, we're still streaming. We're good. Fran, it just for some reason it's saying there's not sufficient disk space to continue recording the show. Fran,
Weird.
there is no way I filled this computer.
I could see it.
No, it's got 2 terabytes on it.
I could see it.
Fran. Whew. Fran, anyways, but with all the different types of simulators and games we have out there, Fran, do we think that this is a possibility, and do we think it's a good thing?
It is a possibility based on I was going to say the little I know, but I can't even classify it as little. But yeah, I do think it is a possibility. It's not beyond the U.S. government or any government to do that in corporations, or for a corporation to create a product such as something in gaming and then have the government come in and say, hey, we're interested in this, let's add this, and they'll be in contracts or whatever, and they'll get through it, and they'll agree that they're working together, and they found a niche and they use it. Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me at all. At all. Or for a government to go to a conglomerate who is already doing different things and says, we want to test this out in the market. Let's see how well it does. And they find out that it goes phenomenally well. What's their next step? Yeah, I think it's highly possible.
Okay.
And the latest thought from the Fight for Survival type of game that you get on the phone, they are actually, in a weird way, providing people with the knowledge of cleaning up the area, hunting, getting resources, and making your own food. So even though it's highly out of touch with reality because it's all done within a few minutes, it's giving them the idea that you have to actually go do this stuff to be able to survive. If there's some huge apocalypse.
Huh. Yeah, I can see that.
Because not a lot of people these days would know how to plant gardens, create your own food, create your own ecosystems, save water, all that sort of stuff.
But see, now that's where I disagree, because you've got social media who people are doing it, who are learning for themselves firsthand, who've never had it, and they're turning to social media and not the gaming world in order to, because that's what I've been seeing. I've seen a lot of that stuff online, and I'm just absolutely astounded by how many people are actually doing that across multiple different countries. I was going to say across the United States, but it's not just the U.S. And it's mind-bending to me, the amount of people who really in the last more than 6 years have been doing that. I knew people in the 90s.
A lot of those sort of people, though, that had been doing it, they were fined by the government for planting any sort of vegetable garden in their front yards, because they'd rather have grass than food in their front yards.
Well, not only that, in certain states in the U.S., it's illegal to collect rainwater.
Yeah, I know.
Well, now the rainwater, in my opinion, is so frickin'
contaminated.
and that's Thank you for saying it that way, because I was going to use the T word, and that's a little too harsh right now. But yeah, it is. It's
Knows that
contaminated, in my
stops
opinion.
it.
Yeah, I mean,
When you use water straws.
it really needs to be filtered before you use it on plants for food. But that's, hello.
Okay, but whoa.
That gets into a whole nother subject.
At the same time, it's not like those plants aren't sitting outside where they're getting rained on. It's the just I mean, unless you have like a whole hydroponic system and you keep them
That's
indoors
just where
and
I was.
everything else. You know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're saying. What I would do is I would have a gigantic warehouse that had sections of skylight to natural
grows.
yeah, natural light, natural UV light, and at the same point, you got filtered water. You're collecting water from the sky, but it's being filtered heavily, and there are so many different ways to go about doing that. And I know a couple of people who have been trying to put together that kind of thing, and they don't have the funding behind them. And one of them is essentially a retired scientist, and I'm amazed. I'm actually amazed, because the things that she's talked about, if this were truly, and she's figured out a way to do it, and I'm like, wow, we got to support folks like her, because, and these folks who are trying to do it, because they're trying to make a better farming community, and where we actually get the nutrients. Yeah, healthier living, where we actually get the nutrition. Oh God, I can't say it.
Nutritional.
Thank you. In the food, because we have depleted this. See, this gets into a whole other subject. In the United States, we have the soil samples. Yeah, they're not putting into the soil what it needs to be.
Nitrogen.
Back in nitrogen, potassium, the whole kit and caboodle. And this was discussed with me by the son. I was going to call him middle-aged. He wasn't when I knew him. But anyway, a gentleman that I knew, he and his wife, and his father was a mega multimillionaire who had contacts up the wazoo in different gigantic conglomerates. And the things he was telling his son, and his son knew that I was very into at that time, very into naturopathic things. And he and his wife started telling me different information, and it just blew me out of the water at the time. So by 95, 96, 97, I was horrified by what I was learning from these people that had the knowledge of what was taking place in our farmlands, and how the conglomerates had I just learned so much. So
okay, but at the same time,
it's just continued.
That definitely depends on what you are farming, because there are specific crops, and like mostly orchard crops and different things like that there's no way you are getting that to grow properly in a factory setting. Like, it's just not.
No, yeah, I agree. So, although they have had people definitively prove, there are people in certain parts of the world who have literally built a home and then built a glass structure around the outside of the home on a complete acre of land, and done planting of trees, and it's 20 some years later, and they're actually seeing. I'm just blown away by stuff like that. I'm like,
the problem
wow.
with that is you still have your groundwaters. So no matter what, you're still getting the rainwater. Like, so even if you were to completely dome over an area or anything else, the way that water works and the way that saturation into the soil and everything else, you'd still be getting the same rainwater in the roots that you would be getting if you had it just outside without the dome.
Depends on how long those have been in the ground. Yeah, I agree. And how far the tree roots are going to reach. Are they going to want to go beyond the, and most tree roots do. And if you're dealing with mycelium, which is mushrooms, mushrooms can go for miles, hundreds of miles. And that's been well scientifically documented in Washington State.
Well, and see, that's what I'm talking, is that, like, the interconnection of the root systems for our plants. Okay, like, I don't
sucker
think
roots,
that people understand how interconnected our planet actually is in the root systems
very much so.
and everything else. So it wouldn't really matter for most things what precautions you were taking. If you are planting something in the ground, it is going to get ground saturated. Like, it's just going to. Like, there is no way to protect that from...
No, I disagree with that, because, like you said, it depends on what they're planting. If they're doing vegetable crops do not go, they go far, but they don't spread out like that, but they will
hydroponic systems and everything else. But the problem with
the trees will.
The problem with the hydroponic systems and everything else is the amount of space that we would need in order to actually supply the food chain with continuous revenue of that product. We would have warehouses everywhere. Like, the amount of farmland that we actually use for farming purposes and to make sure that we have vegetables on the shelves and everything else, putting it in a factory setting wouldn't actually work for the amount that we need to...
You'd have to have 3- and 4-story buildings in order to make it happen, and everything on a chain, a rotating system to where you can reach it when you're on the ground level.
And the problem with
and
that
it coming up and down.
The dirt still has to come from somewhere. You still have to have the water source from somewhere. So the contamination, you could try really hard to filter out certain things and to try to make it so that they're 100% this and that and everything else. But I mean, even our water filtration systems for, like, our households and everything, how many times a year does one of our filtration systems get contaminated somehow? Okay? So even doing that, you would still end up with the contaminants at some point. Like, you could try to be as safe as possible with it, but it would still end up happening, whether it's through groundwater, whether it's through contaminated soils, or anything like that. And then you would still have the problem with specific crops and the fact that things like listeria or things like salmonella or something are natural within that cropping.
Yeah.
And then the biggest problem that I see with doing the warehousing of, like, fruits and vegetables and different things is the pollination process is then completely screwed.
No, okay. Now that's where I start thinking of things like, did you ever see the original X-Files movie? The very first one? They had a gigantic warehouse dome and bees underground and allowed them to come out. It was quite the thought process for me in how the bees were being handled and managed. And in one of the glass dome houses that I remember seeing, matter of fact, I think did I publish that one? I don't remember if I posted that one or not. A woman had beehives in one corner of the glass area where it was her family, or one portion of it was a family orchard. And they had a number of beehives inside the glass structure. And I was like, holy crap, there's your pollination right there.
Well,
it blew my mind how they thought of so many different factors to this. I was just stunned.
See, that's the thing, though, that a lot of people don't understand, is that maybe something might be creepy, okay, like a rat or a mouse or something. It might freak you out. Or
but it's got its place.
Or anything like this. But every single thing is so interconnected that without that particular species within the
Diseases and everything.
ecosystem can completely fuck everything up. So the problem that I have
Okay,
is that
and
we're sitting there talking about like detoxifying everything and like trying to create a better version of or whatever. And the problem with that is that in doing that, we lose a lot of, oh God.
Good bacteria.
Yes. Like, we are taking the good bacterias, we're taking the things that make our immune system stronger, and we are taking them out of the equation. So, further down into the future, we are going to have people, damn it, we are having an earthquake again.
Stop it.
We are going to have people that don't have the immunities to specific things that if we would have just continued in the process that we are always in, then they would have built up those immunities over time. With like the antibacterial everything and everything that we have now, we're getting people that are getting way sicker from stuff that they should have had natural immunities from eating dirt when they were little kids. Like that kind of stuff.
they're playing in the dirt, yeah. Making mud pies and all that kind of stuff, yeah.
And
I understand that well. There's so many different aspects to that.
And I mean, to take away all of that stuff and to say that it's to make us a better species or to get us healthier, we're actually making ourselves sicker in the long run.
Now, what I'm specifically talking about, I'm not talking about all of that. I'm specifically talking about we've lost a lot of our nutrition in the plants that we're growing and replenishing the soil. I'm not talking to that specific level, although I am talking about because of what's coming out of the skies now, that kind of thing, and filtering that down. I'm so that it's what it should have been to begin
Well,
with.
see, that's what I'm saying. Is it realistically always? Sorry.
But it's also going into the loss of the nutrition in the food sources is also what is combined with a couple of other factors that I'm not getting into, but that's really my main point and has been all along is we need to start supplying our farmers across the globe, not with the glycophosphate or that kind of thing, but other things that are proven, scientifically proven, for like bug repellent and all of that, and get back into the real nutrition into the food. But yeah, that's a totally different ballgame because that goes into a different ballgame.
When you go to the store and you pick up something that says that it's 100% organic, okay?
Oh, that's a different ballgame.
It is organic. But
yeah.
The thing is that it's not that they don't use pesticides and use the different things. They use organic versions of the pesticides.
Yeah, and I'm not even talking about any of that, but yeah.
I mean, like,
you're right.
There is no 100% organic anything anymore. And it's not really our fault that it's not 100% organic because no matter what, there's microplastics in everything now. We've screwed ourselves
even in
to
the
the
soil
point where there's so many microplastics everywhere that it's impossible to not have traces of microplastics in our foods, in our bodies, in our systems, in our soils, in our rivers. Everything has traces of microplastics in it. So
yeah, I mean, there's no way, and I'm not even getting into that, and that's not even my point. My point is we've got to replenish the soil, have the crops take a couple of years off and plant things like, for example, red clover, which helps remineralize the soil naturally and till that under and give and I know they've got rotational crops. I get that. I understand that. Especially after living in Mount Vernon and knowing families who were farmers back in the day. Boy, that brought up memories. But anyway, it's a different ball game. Today is a very, very different ball game than from back then, and the constant use of different things is really generationally, it's really making a significant difference in not such a good way. And that's what I'm more concerned. That's what I'm most concerned about. I'm not talking GMOs. I'm not talking about making things perfect. Just getting it on the process of becoming, just in the beginning process of becoming better. It's going to take 10 to 15 years, if not longer, because you're looking at a whole process. But yeah, there is no easy answer. There is no one pat answer that's going to correct everything. And that's what I've heard from a lot of, well, it should be just so simple. It should be that. No, it's not easy. It's not, you got to look at things in a very, almost like a holistic way, but yet not at the same time. I don't know how else to explain it. There's a lot of things you're talking about. I agree with Kayla. There's just it's just what I'm specifically referring back to is the starting process.
No, for sure.
And
so,
that's
I'm just gonna throw something out real quick here. It looks like at 11:35, so just a few minutes ago, we had a pretty good size. Well, it was a 3.6, but
that's pretty decent for up there.
No, it was centralized in Oak Harbor and felt all the way from Smoky Point to Canada.
Good God, Oak Harbor.
Not Smoky Point, Everett.
Yeah, we got people all the way.
Didn't feel it down here.
Like Everett saying they felt Bremerton. It, and as far up as Abbotsford saying they felt it.
Wow.
That's a weird one because a 3.6 shouldn't be felt that drastically in that many different locations.
Not Abbotsford.
Which speaks. Where?
Yeah, it's the Victoria Islands.
Victoria Islands.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. God, I know people up there.
But it was a little strange. Because it was definitely felt here, but it was also felt like an Everett. And I'm like, for a 3.6, that's a really large
That's a wide range, yeah.
Of area. It must have been very surface level.
Very suspicious in my book.
Right? It's a little weird. That's why I was like, hey, wait a minute. This is just happening. Just news.
And you're feeling it as far in as Concrete, Washington, all the way to Victoria Islands in BC. That's a hell of a, and all the way south is Everett. That's a hell of a wide range. Seriously.
A bunch of my people that I know in Darrington were just posting that they felt it there really hard too.
Yeah, I just one of the
Uh,
So that's awkward. That is a huge range for that small of an earthquake.
One of the sketchy
groups
asked how
that leads me to ask questions.
And I just posted that I'm shaken, not stirred.
Oh, jeez.
So.
Now, I mean, I would expect that with like a 6.5 or something, but a 3.6 doesn't make any sense to be felt that heavy in that many areas. That's super weird. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, I agree with you. That's way too suspicious for that wide range of an earthquake. That leads me to question who the hell is doing something.
Well, I'm just...
I farted, but I didn't think it was that big.
I've always been kind of because I worry about our subduction zones and everything.
Yeah, you're not alone in that one.
We're right there on the Cascadia. It's a little scary
if you
think about it.
You know what?
After 2002, that just really, I was not okay with that. That
right?
6/8 on my, that was my birthday. February 28th, 2002. And I kid you not, that was
Oh, that was a
didn't
shaker.
just
That was a shaker for damn
a
sure.
shaker and a roller.
Yes.
And no. I don't
I
know.
remember watching the floor roll and being like, "Holy crap!" during that one.
Mhm.
And it
Mhm.
actually, I was at school at the time, and it knocked the power out of the school, and we had to evacuate the school because part of the gym started breaking. Like the wall side of the gym that was all made out of brick and mortar, like part of it
Mhm.
fell over, and so they deemed that the building wasn't safe for us to occupy. But I mean, you go outside and then you're like, well, what if there's aftershocks and we get hit by all these fucking trees or any of this other stuff? Or
My son was in a swimming pool with 2 classes at the time. His these or 2 other classes. These 3 classes went on a field trip to a nearby pool, and we had just dropped him off. He was like 10-15 minutes late because we had a doctor's appointment with him and for his eyes and stuff. And we're going through this and we're like, oh my God, my kid. And what does he tell us? The building not only rattled, they were afraid something about glass breaking in the windows up above, not up above, but on the walls up above.
yeah,
And that the water in the pool, so they got all the kids out and the pool water started lapping. It was rolling, it was going side to side, and then it rolled and it created this pretty big wave. And I'm like, that's pretty freaky.
yeah, that quake was a good one for sure.
It was a Lulu.
And then there was one, God, what was that? I think it was in the 90s. It was like 94 or 92, something like that. We had a pretty good one then too.
I don't remember that one as much right now.
Yeah.
You know,
It would have been the Little White House I was in. Both times were the Little White House I was in, but itty bitty Little White House. I'm trying to remember what the hell I was doing. Was after my kid was born, or anyway? Sorry, I was just trying to figure something out.
we are in.
Well, that's a good
Interesting discussion tonight.
They could do a Mother Nature game where you can pinpoint where you want earthquakes out, tornadoes, hurricanes, all that sort of stuff, tsunamis,
Yeah.
and see what happens.
Right.
Well, you know
Well-
what? You know what I think this was.
What?
I think this was Mother Earth showing her disappointment in FIFA. Because I am very fucking disappointed right now. And I think she would agree with me. Because FIFA had a perfect fucking opportunity this week.
Oh.
And they missed it.
FIFA. Okay. About?
Football.
So Britain and the United States are both in the round of 16s. There are 2 games slotted for July 4th, and they didn't pit them against each other. What the hell? Like,
We're talking the UK or British and American.
yeah,
Yeah.
rematch of the millennia. Like, come on!
Oh, that's funny.
250 years since the U.S. and Britain fought. They had a perfect chance to do a rematch. And they didn't take it.
Uh-huh.
Did they bring their tea bags?
What?
Did they bring their tea bags?
Right? But here's the thing. Here's the thing that bothers me. Do you know what one of the cities that was up for grabs was as well?
Boston?
Philadelphia.
Philadelphia. But what's Philadelphia? And why do you got to fill it?
Oh, no, Robert,
Whoa.
it's a guy.
Whoa, man. Whoa.
Friend.
That's like Pocahontas, but
Is
what's
this
Pocahontas?
going off of that buttload comment earlier?
First name Phil, last name Adelphia.
Adelphia.
friend. But no, I am really.
Is that where the crack in the Liberty Bell came from?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's where the cracking starts, yeah.
Yep. I
Friend.
knew it.
You got too much tea.
Nobody has to deal with a little bit of teabagging.
Whoa.
I get it all the time. I'm Warzone.
Friend, on that comment, shout out to Slater Gaming. Friend.
I'll take English breakfast, thank you.
English.
Beans and toast? No, thank you.
Yeah,
no,
if
no.
you're willing to eat
I'll
that,
have my
I will
scrambled
buy
eggs.
that for you.
No, English breakfast tea,
Taste.
fool.
Oh.
Fine. Maybe some Earl Grey. We'll get some Grey water.
Yes, now there we go. Earl Grey with some orange, and yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I'm going to stick with
Okay,
coffee.
tea hot.
No, I'm not a coffee person. I gotta have my tea.
Tea time.
Friend.
Yeah.
See, I don't drink tea.
You don't say.
Friend.
That's what this is. It's
You
a
know-
great big mug of tea.
You would think being Canadian that you drink more tea.
Why?
Well, you guys were occupied by English for a lot longer than we were.
Well, you
The
could always
States brought
do
in
what
coffee.
David Lodertly do and have the guy just have the hot water, dunk the tea bag once, toss it out, and then add the milk. That's how he does his tea.
Friend.
Right.
Yeah.
No milk.
Friend, here's the thing.
Honey.
No milk. Stevie, I love
Colombia
sugar, but I
grows the coffee.
gotta do
Colombia.
stevia.
Colombia.
Yeah,
Refresh.
they grow the coffee. The U.S. makes coffee. They roast the beans. They do all the good stuff. Canada perfected coffee. Friend, just like most things the U.S. has, Canada perfected them. You got to understand this.
But see, we originally got it from Colombia, so therefore... never mind.
Yeah, and when you brought it up here, all the cocaine was out of it. We put it back in. We perfected coffee again.
So you just brought it back to its original state.
Damn right.
Okay, cool. Now we're doing mushroom coffees.
All of this is
No, I'm not.
humorous.
Oh my god, okay. So I've been seeing all these weird, like, infomercials and stuff about that new mushroom coffee, right?
Yeah.
And I was watching, like, YouTube last night, and one of those commercials came on for the mushroom coffee and everything. Okay, and then I went to sleep right afterwards, and I had the weirdest damn dream that we were all drinking this mushroom coffee, and that's what caused, like, the Last of Us issues, and we all became mushroom zombies from drinking this damn mushroom coffee. It was the weirdest freaking dream, and I was like, oh my god, that's how it starts, with the mushroom coffee. Sorry.
That's funny.
That's weird, but that is
That's a crazy dream, Kayla.
Well, that would explain the clickers. They're the timers. To time how long you keep your mushroom things in the tea, in the hot water.
Well, you just helped me remember. I've got to take my lion's mane and reishi and what is the other one? I can't remember the other one.
Be careful. I swear to God, you turn into a mushroom zombie and friends off.
Turkey tail.
Okay.
I'll still be your friend.
Cordyceps, yeah.
Don't worry.
Oh, mercy.
Nope. Any of y'all turn into a mushroom zombie and friends off. I'm not doing it.
Has anybody here ever had fresh lion's mane mushroom? The like a big head of it,
Yeah.
and then sliced it up and grilled it on with a little bit of butter. Oh my god, that stuff is wicked cool. Yum,
I
yum,
like
yum.
the lobster mushrooms.
I've never had that.
I like the white ones.
Lobster mushrooms are delicious.
They're yeah, but what's the actual name of them?
A lobster mushroom.
And yeah, but isn't that like a reishi?
No, they're their own specific.
Okay, then I don't know what it is.
Here, I'll show you. I'll send you a picture of it.
Okay.
It's got claws.
Well, kinda, actually. It's weird looking. Anyways.
Friend.
Oh, God, I love fresh lion's mane. get dangerous when I get around that, and that stuff is so expensive. A big head of like that is about $80 or more.
Mm-hmm.
Yikes! It's really wicked.
Well, Kayla's looking up her mushroom stuff, and I just want to remind everyone, like, today's Canada Day up in Canada. I know a lot of you are out partying and drinking. A lot of you will do it this weekend. This weekend is July 4th here, Independence Day in the United States.
250 years, baby.
Yeah. Be safe.
Yeah,
Be
please.
smart. Do what your kids do. Take an Uber, friend. Or have a sober person drive, friend.
Yeah.
And be safe. Someone somewhere in the United States has no idea that this will be their last week with 10 fingers. So.
Yeah, please work on safety.
Yeah, friend. Like, it's put out there as a joke, but unfortunately,
It's
I know
not.
2 people that it's not a joke for anymore,
Mm-hmm.
friend. So, friend.
And I know someone where it was a real close call as a teenager.
Okay, and I'm going to say this. I have no problem with people setting off fireworks for celebrating Independence Day and everything else. Okay? But if you're going to set off mortars and all kinds of stuff like that, at least adhere the damn thing to like a board or something so it doesn't tip over and shoot my house. Please.
Also, fuck you. Wait till Saturday, you assholes. Last night didn't need to be a day of celebration. It was Tuesday. There's nothing to celebrate on Tuesday other than tacos. And titties.
And don't forget that the animals will get scared and run away.
Yeah, so you gotta be careful with the dogs. Oh my god, that reminds me. I gotta.
Well, and if you're in an area that is super dry and has already had forest fires, please just go somewhere else.
Yeah, and if
you're
if you're in a forested area, remember, if you're scared, the grizzlies are too. Bring them inside.
Oh, I hadn't even thought of the Sasquatch during this.
I'll agree with the losing the fingers, so this might be the last chance you get to.
Do you in Australia do fireworks for any particular days, or?
Usually only at seasoned events, like concerts, end of year, some sporting events do them, but we don't do them all. That's just by ourselves. Although some people have managed to get them. Like there was complaints about fireworks going off last night on the local homepage on Facebook.
But like, you guys don't set up stands where you can go and just buy a bunch or anything like that?
Nope. Okay. Nope, nothing like that. Yeah, that reminds me of one of the sellers over there in Victoria. No, not Victoria. Just up from Portland, Oregon.
Just up from Portland?
Yeah, over the border. And
Longview.
Longview, yeah. Oh. No, not Longview. Oh, for fudge's sake, I know somebody that lives there.
Vancouver?
Could have been Vancouver.
Yeah, it's the other Vancouver.
But I wasn't getting paid for it.
Vancouver, Washington.
Standing out in the corner yelling out, "Get your fireworks here, better bang for your buck." That sort of thing. And hey, look, an Australian selling fireworks.
Yeah, at the Anacortes Boom City is what they're calling them now whenever there's a huge collection of them at the Indian reservations. At the Anacortes one, there is a very creative name for a stand.
Yeah. Lift up.
And it's called We're Just Here for a Bang.
Yeah.
Fran, I did like that one.
Yeah, that one's actually good.
Fran.
Holy Christ.
So
what's on next week?
We will not be setting off any fireworks this year. We are...
You're a dry nation, yep.
Yeah, I'm going to sit in my fucking yard and just with a fire hose.
Yeah, but...
Yeah. Yeah,
And
I
laser
would
light.
at this point. Yeah,
Like, realistically, after the flood
Spray,
and everything else, that's the
garden
last
hose.
fucking thing we need is something else stupid.
Yep.
Ugh.
Maybe you can
Yep.
wait the torch
Got
around.
the garden hose go. I know people that do that. They put sprinklers up on top of their roofs. I know people in Everett and Lake Stevens, and I used to know somebody in Snohomish years ago. They would put during the 4th of July, and New Year's, they would put sprinklers up on top of their roofs and crisscross each other, and because it was so prevalent in those areas, or outside of Everett. It was outside of Everett, excuse me. So yeah.
I also saw another fireworks stand name that I really enjoyed, and it was Aunties and Sparklers. It made me laugh. I was like,
awesome. That's really good. That's inventive. That's good.
It was at the Tulalip, Boom City.
Yeah. That was good. I like that one. Okay, so Cole, what do we got for next week?
So next week we are going to talk about historical sites that are available to go through because, again, like, this is kind of a big year for the United States, for and being 250 years since it became a country, and the way it became a country, I think it's the only actual one that's still in existence that did it the way it did. Like, Robert, you guys didn't fight, right?
No.
Britain just gave you your...
They sent all the criminals down here, yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, that was...
And then when they found gold, a whole heap of other people came over too.
Yeah. But like, were you guys given your independence after the war, like us?
No, I don't think so.
No?
No, we just put borders up, formed states, and had it like that. So, yeah, up until I think 1874 or something, they put the border across for Queensland for the top half and New South Wales for the bottom half. Before that, we were all New South Wales all the way up and down. So,
okay.
What wasn't that partly because of the Boer Wars?
could be, yeah.
Well, and now England's not going to come back for it because they're too scared of the emus.
And the giant hopping rats.
Yeah.
Giant hopping. Oh, the kangaroos. God, I
Well,
always think of them as
I heard
rats.
I heard that yesterday. So
Giant hopping rats. Oh my god. They're awesome. Although from everything that you've talked about, they can be a little on the dangerous side.
rodents of unusual size? I don't think they exist.
So is that like not a Sasquatch not existing? Oh, sorry.
They're yowies.
Oh.
Every time you hit them in the toe, they go, yowie!
Yeah. God.
All right. Well, Nikki, where can we find Restore Belief?
Restore Belief with Nikki is on YouTube. I am also on Facebook.com/Nikki NIKKI.Jacobs JACOBS.376, and if you scroll down, you will find a link for my Nikki Jacobs Psychic Medium page. It's also Restore Belief with Nikki is also on Spotify, thanks to Cole, and Rumble, thanks to Paramar. So, thank you, gentlemen. Most appreciated.
Friend.
It wouldn't be out there if it weren't for you two guys.
Absolutely.
Huge deal.
The other Nikki actually got on, I think, Saturday of last week. So it was impromptu. Like, I was given the information about 20 minutes before we were supposed to be there. So
Oh, wow.
I didn't actually get on until about 30 minutes after that. So,
okay.
But yeah, it was. She was doing some sort of impromptu interview with someone named, I think, George or Joel or something. I can't remember the name of him, but he was from up in the US there somewhere. He's a ghost hunter, as well as another guy from, I think it was from Mexico. And yeah, they were both being interviewed by her, so I popped on and added my 2 cents worth. And
Nice.
Perfect. And that is Paranormal Perth on the Things Network.
Yep, that's right.
Perfect. And where can they find you on Facebook, Robert?
Under my name.
Robert White.
Yeah, I'm usually on there. Usually.
Perfect.
That's sort of like mostly come out at night. Mostly.
Yeah.
I'm being told to give my email address. Why I don't know. I don't typically. Restore Belief 2022 at gmail.com. Okay. Sorry, that was a little irritated, but I specifically got told, tell your email. Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Do it.
And for the S4 Paranormal Bunker, you can find us here on YouTube. Please subscribe and like to both us and Restore Belief. And you can also find us on Facebook, Spotify, Apple Music, or I guess Apple Podcasts, and anywhere else you find your podcasts and listen to them. We are pretty much on every single one. You can find all of the old episodes as well as the new ones on Spotify and Apple and Amazon Music. So make sure you check us out there. But please like and subscribe. Don't forget to give us a like on Facebook and ask any questions if you want. And join us every week in the chat room. Every Wednesday, 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Thank you for listening, everybody. Enjoy your week. Stay safe.
Yes.
Don't be a dickhead.
Don't burn yourself or anything. Friend, if you do, stop, drop, and roll. Remember that. Friend, yeah.
And if you drop a line of them like on a Chinese crackers, try not to roll onto them.
Other thing, thank you for all the firefighters
Yeah.
that are on the lines of whatever fire, whether it's forest or residential. Thank you.
And thank you for the linemen.
Yeah.
Because there is never a fire where they're not out there restoring power as well. So,
yeah, exactly.
Thank you guys. And if you're ever in the neighborhood again, cook me a sausage up there. Friend, I always loved that as a kid.
Just don't let it cook. Keep cooking.
Yeah, well, friend, I like sausage. All right, everybody, have a great week. Good night, and we will see you next week.
Ciao.
Good night.
Something tinkle.
Good night.
Data transfer complete. System malfunction. Please evacuate immediately. Program terminated.